Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be reading the 10th chapter of The Case of the Marble Monster. This chapter is called Ooka and the Wasted Wisdom. One day, a case came to Ooka's court concerning a baby boy. Two women claimed to be its mother, and Ooka was faced with the problem of deciding which woman was telling the truth. Both women had recently come to Yedo, and so there was no witness to support either claim. Thinking that the child himself would be sure to recognize his own mother, the judge placed him in the middle of the floor, expecting him to crawl towards one of the women. But the child paid no attention to either of the women and cried for Ooka to pick him up. A murmur of amusement ran around the courtroom. Ooka's ears began to turn pink. The great judge soon thought of another test. However, he ordered the two women to each take hold of one of the baby's arms, and pull as hard as they were able. I'm sure the real woman will be given strength so that she will win the struggle, he explained. What he really expected was that the real mother would stop pulling the child for fear of hurting him. But the two women were not fooled by Ooka's cleverness, and told the judge they knew he was playing a trick. Ooka sighed. Finally, he called a court attendant and said, "Go buy me a bowl of goldfish, a handful of bamboo sticks, 3 pieces of wood, a magnifying glass, and a copy of the book on fortune telling." To Ooka's embarrassment, loud laughter spread around the courtroom. The spectator decided that at last the great judge was defeated by the case. Ooka quickly called for silence, his ears very red. Soon the attendant returned with the articles Ooka had requested. Ooka spread them out carefully in front of him. "Now it is obvious to me, as it is all to you, that I cannot solve this case," he said. "Nevertheless, I shall arrive at a decision, for I shall use these articles and look into the future. There I shall see what my decision should be." The spectators were astonished. Ooka had always used logic and common sense to solve his cases. They had never known him to rely on such superstition as fortune telling. Gravely, the judge took each of the objects and studied them carefully, consulting the fortune telling book from time to time. He rolled the bamboo sticks to learn their secrets. He count he counted the bubbles in the goldfish bowl. He held the pieces of wood to his ears and listened to their echoes. Finally, he studied the two women's palms. All this all this Ooka did very thoughtfully and slowly. By the time he had finished, the crowd had become restless. Everyone was very relieved when at last the judge said, "It is quite clear. I see it quite clearly now. I have used all the best sorry. I've used all the best methods of foreseeing the future, and they all have given the same answer. Therefore, what I see must be the truth." Uka paused and looked around the courtroom. The spectators waited anxiously to hear what Uka had learned. The judge continued, "I saw very clearly the real mother with her son as they would be in 20 years from now. The boy had met with an accident and was helpless and invalid. His mother was working in the rice fields to support him." Both women gasped in horror. Uka looked at them sorrowfully and then added, "And then the woman I saw in my visions, and the woman I saw in my vision was—" "Stop!" cried one of the women. "It was not I. Children are supposed to take care of their parents when they become old, not the other way around." "Is that so?" Uka said. He turned to the other woman. How do you feel about my prophecy?" he asked. "Makes no difference, honorable honor," the woman replied. "I will work for my child while there is breath in my body, and then I will die happy, knowing that I have served him." "Then this is really your true son," said the judge. The other wanted him only so that he could take care of her in her old age. Take the child with the coarse good wishes. The happy mother took the child in her arms. Ooka said casually, "Oh, I forgot to finish the prophecy. The child recovered from the injury I saw. He became rich and famous. He, his mother, and his fine wife, and 13 children lived happily together for many, many years." Strangely enough, Ooka's prophecy came true. Everyone was surprised except for the judge. "If I had not been called to the law," he often said later, I would pre- I would probably have been an excellent fortune teller. Thank you for listening to this part of the story. Um, Only 7 more to go. Until next time, goodbye.